Many black women inside the WNBA are resentful that this white woman
that are lesbians. Who cares? They are great athletes.
Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into a story that's been shaking the sports world. And it all started when journalist Megyn Kelly dropped a major bombshell about alleged abuse faced by WNBA rising star Caitlin Clark. If you're into sports, then you've probably heard of Caitlin. She's that phenomenal talent from Iowa who's lighting up the basketball scene. But what's supposed to be a dream journey has turned into something much darker, and Kelly isn't holding back in exposing the truth. This video is about more than basketball. It's about the treatment of women in sports, racial tension, and the battle female athletes face for basic respect. So, first off, let's talk about Caitlin Clark. For those who don't know, Caitlin's an incredible athlete from Iowa who's taken women's basketball to a whole new level. With her record-breaking scores and electrifying playstyle, she's bringing in some of the highest ratings the WNBA has seen in a decade. And when I say high ratings, we're talking about NBA-level viewership here. But while Clark's success is skyrocketing, it's come at a steep personal cost, and not just because of the normal pressures athletes face. Enter Megyn Kelly. She's known for her bold and sometimes controversial takes, but this time, she stepped into the sports world to highlight an issue that's difficult to ignore. Kelly recently called out what she says is an abuse culture in the WNBA targeting Caitlin Clark. And no, she's not talking about some lighthearted rivalry or competition. She's talking about something much darker, alleged bullying and mistreatment from both players and the league itself. Kelly didn't mince words. She claimed that Clark, as a white woman in a predominantly black league, faces hostility both on and off the court. And get this, she even suggested that some of it might be racially motivated. That's right. Kelly pointed out how some players seem to resent Clark for the attention she's receiving, and she believes racial tension might be at the root of it. Heavy accusations, for sure. So what exactly is happening on the court? Let's look at some incidents that Kelly claims show an unsettling pattern of abuse. One of the most talked about incidents involved Clark receiving a literal black eye during a game against the Connecticut Sun. A player named Dawana Bonner apparently scratched Clark's eye with her fingernails, a move that looked pretty intentional to viewers, but shockingly, no foul was called. Clark played with a black eye for days, yet the league brushed it off like it was nothing. And that's not all. Throughout the season, there have been multiple times where Clark was bumped, elbowed, and even tripped by opponents. Players would accidentally collide with her during inbound passes, and yet, the referees seem to turn a blind eye. Kelly argued that this kind of physical targeting goes beyond tough defense. It's designed to intimidate Clark and throw her off her game. Now, let's address the bigger issues here. Kelly's comments have opened up a much-needed conversation about race, gender, and respect in women's sports. There's a significant racial divide in the WNBA. Around 70% of players are black, while Clark, as a highly visible white player, is drawing unprecedented attention. Some critics argue that Clark's popularity stems from pretty privilege or white privilege, making her more relatable to mainstream audiences. That's a tough pill to swallow for some in the league who feel black players don't receive the same level of recognition. Sunny Hostin from The View even chimed in, saying that Clark's success is more relatable because she's a white, attractive player. Now, that's a bold statement. Hostin is suggesting that Clark's race plays a role in her popularity and that the racial dynamics within the league are a big part of why she's facing hostility. Here's where things get even more complex. Kelly took it a step further, alleging that some players resent Clark not only because of her success but because she's white in a league where black athletes feel they've had to work twice as hard to gain recognition. And let's not forget, Clark's also a straight player in a league with a significant LGBTQ+ presence. Some say that her race, sexuality, and image are causing underlying tensions to erupt. Is this just the nature of competition? Or is there something deeper going on here? What's certain is that Kelly's words have forced the league, fans, and analysts to take a hard look at these tough questions. So, how has the WNBA responded to all of this? Well, the league hasn't officially commented on Kelly's statements, and some fans feel that their silence speaks volumes. The WNBA has been promoting itself as a progressive and inclusive space, Yet many believe they've dropped the ball by not addressing Clark's mistreatment. Kelly argues that the league should be protecting its rising stars like Clark, but instead, it feels like they're letting her face these challenges alone. Despite all of this, Caitlin Clark is staying strong and not letting the drama derail her career. She's made it clear that she'll keep playing her game, regardless of the pressure, the fouls, or the opinions coming her way. If anything, she's only getting stronger. Her resilience is inspiring, and it's a testament to her love for the game. Clark's fighting spirit is a reminder of why she's earned this spotlight in the first place. So, what does all of this mean for the WNBA and women's basketball as a whole? This isn't just about Caitlin Clark anymore. It's about the culture within the league. If the WNBA can't protect its athletes from bullying, racial tension, and toxic competition, what message does that send to the next generation of players? Female athletes deserve a safe and supportive environment to thrive, and the league needs to take this seriously. It's not just about playing basketball, it's about setting a positive example and being accountable. Caitlin has been lighting up the court with record-breaking performances and is rapidly becoming one of the most popular athletes in women's basketball. However, behind the scenes, she's been facing unexpected criticism and hostility. Recently, Megyn Kelly put the spotlight on this, suggesting that the WNBA and others have not only failed to support her but have even turned a blind eye to what could be considered abusive behavior against her. Megyn Kelly recently took a bold stand and exposed shocking treatment of a rising star in basketball, Caitlin Clark. You might know Caitlin from her incredible performances on the court with the Iowa Hawkeyes, but it turns out her journey hasn't been as smooth as it appears. The story we're about to tell goes beyond basketball. So, what do you think? Do you agree with Megyn Kelly's take on Caitlin Clark's situation? Do you think the WNBA needs to step up and address these issues? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. This conversation isn't over, it's only beginning, and we need voices like yours to make a change. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay strong and stay informed.